touched by kindness, how my being fills with joy I wish to share. When my heart overflows with life's gifts, may my smile uplift, I'll share smiles everywhere. Thoughts tender soon, as the ocean stays, I also offer, when touched by kindness, to share. When my heart is sad in loneliness, may I reach out to one whose heart may feel so too. Cherishing the time we warmly talk, may the path we walk lead to friendship ever true. I'll link bright as flowers on its sweet name. Buddha's great light of wisdom and compassion, living in embrace of Buddha's great light of wisdom and compassion. In times of gratitude, I say Namo Amida Butsu. Doing good no matter how small, reaching out with a warm heart, always in embrace of Buddha's great light of wisdom and compassion, always in embrace of Buddha's great light of wisdom and compassion. With hands of heart in God.
Good morning. Aloha kako aloha. Welcome to Puna Honganji Buddhist Temple Sunday service. Thank you so much. Welcome, welcome. We'll begin our service with moment of reflection. I'll invite you to have a moment of reflection hearing the one bell. To conclude, I'll ring one more time. We do have a chanting of Vandana Tisarana. Please put your hand together in Gassho. So today the chanting is Gassho to Amida. Gassho to Amida. unchanging. Springtime brings the happy birds, their songs all praise Amida. I join them in Nembutsu. I shoot Amida. When I call Amida's name, it's Amida calling me. Bunda's voice, my voice are one. I shoot Amida. When I'm lonely, I recite Namo Amida Butsu. When I feel great compassion, I shoot Amida. Nembutsu in work and play, every day with Amida, every moment filled with light. I shoot Amida. Remember the golden chain, kindness to all living things. I will follow this teaching. I shoot Amida. In the clear bright morning sun, in the fading light of day, in the darkness of the night, I shoot Amida. Namo Amida Butsu. I live in great compassion. This great power guides my life. I shoot Amida. The virtue of Amida's vow is shared equally by all, together attaining awakened mind. We are born in the land of peace. Namo Amida Butsu, 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 Namanda Namanda. Again, today night I want to share my message with you. Today's title is Unconditional Compassion. Unconditional Compassion. Yeah, we do have as a human being, we do have a compassion, kindness, loving kindness, or caring. Yeah. So in that way, we can share, we can practice. But as a Buddhism tradition, especially as a Shin Honganji tradition, do we have any difference between our human being compassion and Amida Buddha's compassion, which is unconditional, no condition, totally accept, embrace everybody as they are, beyond their distinction of sexual orientation, identity, skin of color, male, female, or poor, rich, or whoever they are, whatever situation they are in. This Buddha's compassion never give up, never forsakes of us, forever embrace. So today I want to share such a joy to be in that embrace of Buddha's compassion. So basically, Amida Buddha's great compassion. But when we talk about the compassion, we can find the two points. So one is Buddha's compassion is the mind of trying to provide joy and happiness to others. This is a first mind, giving, provide joy and happiness to others, which means to everybody, sharing peace and happiness. And the second is the mind of trying to relieve the sadness and then suffering of others. Yeah, try to relieve, try to no more sadness and then suffering of others. So this is the two minds, two aspects of the Buddha's great mind, giving happiness, joy, and then no more suffering. So in Buddhism, what we often say is, your happiness is my happiness. Your suffering is my suffering. This is a Buddha's compassion. Totally oneness, togetherness. No distinction between Buddha and then me. Totally oneness. Your happiness is my happiness. Your suffering is my suffering. And then when we think about this in our life, don't you think it's maybe we may try but not easy to practice? Yeah, of course we can feel happy for others. Yeah, even for myself, when I got married, people text me, "I'm so happy for you." Yeah, they can feel happy for other person's happiness. We can feel as if it is my own. In the same way, if friends or family going through difficulties, we can feel so sad and so pity. We also like suffering. Tears come to our eyes as if it is our own. So we do have also such a compassion. Yeah? But don't you think sometimes your happiness can be my jealousy? Can you think about now from Hawaii people? Yeah, we love to go to Las Vegas. Yeah, then you go to hotel and enjoy playing machine or tables. Yeah, let's say you're playing on one of the machine, maybe half an hour, 30 minutes. You enjoy playing the machine, no jackpots. Yeah, and then you left. Maybe this machine not good, and you move to another machine. Then right after you left, another person sit on the machine, began to play. Now this person got a jackpot. How do you feel? This person so happy, I got it. Do you feel happy? Don't you think we may think, gee, I should have sit there more longer. Then that was me who won the jackpot. So it's don't you think such a thing happen, when other person feeling happy, sometimes we cannot feel in that way. Gee, it was me who can won jackpot. Or even suffering. I often share about when I was young, I was really sick. I often go to hospital due to my illness or sickness. And the one time I was hospitalized for maybe 2 or 3 days. When I was, I think, 3 years old. So I went to the hospital and doctor telling my parents, "Oh, you get to stay for a few days." So I went to the room and on the bed there. And my mother, she stayed with me. However, there is a certain time only like a certain visitation time. So therefore a nurse came and then she said to my mother, Mrs. Tomioka, it's time for you to leave. Please come tomorrow. And the moment there when I heard my mom is going to leave, I said, Mom, please don't go, please stay with me. But due to that is their hospital's regulation, she had to leave. So she tells me, I'll come tomorrow, it's okay, I'll come tomorrow. But I'm crying, don't go, please stay with me. Crying, but she had to leave here. And then next morning, when she came to in the morning, when then she entered the room, and she was so shocked. She was so surprised because when she saw me, my eyes so red and swollen. The reason why is that after she left, I was crying on the bed all night, crying. Even the nurse came to see me, tried to take care of me. I continued to crying, mommy. In the moment when my mother came to the room, when she embraced me, I also jumped into her and then cried and then went to sleep. So and then she like holding me and then she said that I'm sorry. I'm your mother, but I cannot do anything for you. I know you are going through suffering so sad, but I cannot do anything. She said, I'm so hopeless. I'm your mother, but I cannot take your place. So don't you think the more we love the person, the more we begin to realize there is a distinction. Because we feel you are now suffering, therefore I want to help you, I want to embrace you. The more we want to, we come to realize there is a distinction. My suffering, your suffering. So therefore, when we say, therefore we try to help and then love others. But the more we love, we realize it's not easy to completely feel exactly in that way. In this way, when we say Buddha's great compassion, totally, your happiness is my happiness, your suffering is my suffering. Truly, I exactly going through same your suffering, can feel exactly the same. Therefore, out of compassion, Buddha said, I get to help you, embrace you. So, in Buddha's great compassion, he said, to suffer together when others are suffering, totally, emotionally, physically, mentally, Buddha can truly, exactly knows it. So even today, if I pinch my hand, do you feel pain? Yeah, can you see? If I pinch my arm, it's so painful to me. When you see this gesture, you may feel, oh, don't do that, or you may feel pity or sad, but you cannot feel the pain I'm feeling now, yeah. So, but when we say Buddha's compassion, exactly knows what you are going through. So that is one thing, when we realize, oh, you know what I'm going through. Yeah. Sometimes we think, nobody knows what I'm going through. Nobody understands my feeling. We feel lonely. But this Buddha's great compassion exactly knows what we are going through. Also at the same time to rejoice when others who have been relieved from suffering have become happy. So I guess if I use the situation of the Las Vegas, truly Buddha is so happy for this person. Oh, you got the jackpot. I'm so happy for you. Truly happy for everybody. By no more suffering, receiving a happiness. Buddha is so happy for everybody as they are. So this again, no more suffering, only peace and happiness. And then the mind of devoting oneself to others, but without attachment, without any discriminatory way of thinking. So that we can imagine, it could be you can think of the person you really cherish, you really love. For this person, you will think, I can do anything. I don't mind doing anything. When you see such your heart for that person, Don't you think your heart is pure or uh, full of love, caring, compassion? Yeah? We can have such a love for each other. Then if we can imagine that kind of love is expanded, including family, friends, working people, school, any group, community, country in the world, then embracing every single person without exception, discrimination. That is a we can sense. That is a Buddha's great compassion. Totally embracing, loving with a gentle words, gentle kindness. So this is a Buddha's mind. Amida Buddha's great compassion having a those mind for whom? Why Amida Buddha has this kind of great mind? That is because of me, who are going through difficulties and then worries, concerns. Also due to my ego, attachment or desires, I'm the one who are creating difficulties to myself and then to others. Therefore, Buddha said, "Come as you are, I shall embrace you, whatever happens." Forever in that embrace. That when we are awakened, such a compassion, we feel, thank you. Thank you for thinking of me. Thank you for being with me. At the same time, we can have a moment of reflection. The reason why Buddha had this great mind for me is due to my ego, desires, attachment. Buddha is so sad about my life. I do have a moment of anger, upset, feeling down. Also, I'm the one who make other people upset, uncomfortable. Buddha is so sad, so concerned, such as my life. Therefore, out of compassion, Buddha calling, I shall embrace you, love you. So therefore, again, like for my mother's embrace, we can deeply think about today to have a person who thinks of you more than you do for yourself. Yeah? To have a person who thinks of you more than you do for yourself. Yeah? For us, it could be easy to know how much I think of you, how much I'm concerned about you, how much I worry about you. And we often say, oh, he doesn't know it, she doesn't realize how much we think of them. But more often we get to think about is, do I realize how much our parents, brother, sister, uncle, auntie thinking of us? And then when we awaken, that's right, I have you who thinks of me more than I do for myself. We can think about, why do they think of me? Because I love you, I worry about you. I love you because I worry about you. I worry about you because I love you. Yeah. When we realize, we can say, thank you for thinking of me. Also, sorry for making you concerned of me. I do appreciate. Then we can have a moment of reflection to think about my life and then try to respond to their love so that we can have a profound connection each other, realizing that we are together thinking of each other. And then this mind, in Honganji tradition, we call it Namo Amida Butsu. When we realize Amida Buddha's compassion forever, embracing me, calling to me. Whatever happens in your life, I shall embrace you, whatever. And when we deeply awaken, Amida Buddha, always thinking of me, loving me, worrying about me. That is a moment to encounter Buddha's calling. I love you, I worry about you. I worry about you because I love you. Then we feel I'm in Buddha's embrace. Therefore, it is said that our founder said, the moment you entrust yourself to the vow, so that the mind set upon saying the Nembutsu arises within you, you are immediately brought to share in the benefit of being grasped by Amida, never to be abandoned. The moment so we awaken this Buddha's vow, the mind want to say Namo Amida Butsu, when the mind comes out, that is a moment we say Namo Amida Butsu comes out from our mouth. So Namo Amida Butsu comes out as like a proof or expression. I am in Buddha's embrace. So Namo Amida Butsu is not a condition or just a response. When we receive Amida Buddha's unconditional compassion, when we realize, but I have a Amida Buddha who thinks of me more than I do for myself, that is a moment we say Namo Amida Butsu, and then Namo Amida Butsu comes out, and it will be assured to become a Buddha in the Pure Land. And then every day is a journey. Every moment is a life journey with this Amida Buddha's compassion and wisdom. So again, today, including myself, let us deeply encounter this Amida Buddha's unconditional compassion, always calling to us, your happiness is my happiness, your suffering is my suffering. And when we deeply receive it, we place our hands together and then say, Namo Amida Butsu. Let us say Namo Amida Butsu together as a response to this Amida Buddha's unconditional compassion. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu. Today we listen to the Gatha Aura pledge. So this time you can listen to the sound too. So this was composed by BJ Soriano, Hompa Honganji Hompa Honganji Hirobetsu member.
Reaching out to others, reaching out to others, I will share a smile and gentle words, just like the Buddha who always calls out with our love, breaking away from my greed, anger and ignorance. I will try to live in peace and harmony, just like the Buddha who shares tranquility and kindness to all. Moving forward from self-centeredness, I will share a life of joy and sorrow with others, just like the Buddha whose caring heart always embraces us, realizing that I live because of others. I will strive to live to the fullest with an attitude of gratitude, just like the Buddha who promises to embrace us all, just like the Buddha who promises to embrace us all.
Now we will have a unison reading our pledge too. Our pledge too. Reaching out to others, I'll share smile and gentle words, just like the Buddha who always calls out with aloha. Breaking away from my greed, anger, and ignorance, I'll try to live in peace and in harmony, just like the Buddha who shares tranquility and then kindness with all. Moving forward from self-centeredness, I'll share a life of joy and then sorrow with others, just like the Buddha whose caring heart always embraces us. Realizing that I live because of others, I will strive to live life to the fullest with an attitude of gratitude, just like the Buddha who promises to embrace us all. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu. Now we do have a chanting. Of the name Butsu. So please put your hands together in Gassho. So now I do have some announcements. So next Sunday is again online Sunday service 9 o'clock. And then tomorrow Monday is a message for children. The title is a trick or treat. And then Tuesday is a Buddhism class 7 o'clock. We are moving to a new chapter, the 3 marks of Buddhism. So these are available on online, Facebook and then YouTube. So please subscribe our channel so that you can receive the news and the new information. And then so this coming Wednesday 7 o'clock is online live service. The title is Can I Have a Receipt? And then every Wednesday noon, State Honpa Honganji Mission of Hawaii makes a Mahalo video for healthcare treasurers and the essential workers to show our appreciation to our essential workers. You can also go to YouTube and then search Honpa Honganji Mission of Hawaii. You can find the videos. Also, you can find the video in this Tuna Kau area. So please go to this video. And as a final conclusion, please stay safe and healthy. I think from past October 15th here we have a new pre-test program about the COVID-19. But still we get to take care of each other. Again, whatever we may do as it is simultaneously helps others and then also oneself. So let us do our part so that we can support each other. Also, please again go to online our Facebook. You can find our Halloween poster, picture and then costume, fruit and then vegetable carving contest, also costume contest. Deadline is October 23rd. So please go to our Facebook online and get the prize. So again, thank you so much for your time today. Have a peaceful Sunday, also beautiful Monday too. Thank you so much. Mahalo. Bye bye. どうも、みどつ。どうも、みどつ。どうも。